like a bell cut.
Hello and welcome back to another Snapshot video. In today's Snapshot video, we will be reviewing the 21W05A Snapshot. This is a pretty big snapshot, and it brings the rest of the Lush Cave features. By that I mean we got the axolotl first, and now we got all the blocks. So here is everything that we got in this snapshot, including some changes to the previous features. Alright, let's get on with the video. Before we do that, I just want to mention that the water in the nether bug is fixed. So yeah, the glow lichen is just gonna be replaced by the lava now. So yeah, lava will disappear if you put glow lichen in it, and also it's still waterloggable, which that's good because I like that. All right, let's move on to the actual snapshot now. So first, let's move on to the Dripleaf plant. This will be great for parkour. Like the time, like what block you're on, like I guess you could crouch, but still it's good for parkour. So if I were to head and jump up here, you can see that, well, I did it. I'm crouching, it's not falling. But if I uncrouch, it's gonna, well, push me off. Well, not push me off, it's just drop me off. Also worth noting, this does work for mobs. If we were to spawn a skeleton fall, take fall damage. If we put the Wandering Trader, he turned invisible, but trust me, he fell. And if we, oh, it also has a little cooldown, so once it drops you, it's gonna be like that for like at least 5 seconds. So drown up there, mobs can't crouch, so obviously they're always gonna fall. But if you put like a block on it, like for example a chest, it will not like collapse. So even though that's not technically a full block, so let's just put like this warped wood. Still doesn't work. So yeah, only works for mobs and entities. But for an armor stand, it's an entity, so it should fall. Yeah, it does. So blocks, it stays. Entities fall, including the player. There is also a baby variant of the Dripleaf plant called the small Dripleaf. It can be planted on clay or next to water, in the water, so it's waterloggable. But if you were to dig it, it would get rid of the water. That's probably a bug. But yeah, if you want to grow this stuff, use bone meal, and it'll turn into the bigger version. If you bone meal the big Dripleaf plant, it'll just grow larger. But if you just put bone meal on the stem, it won't grow. You have to do it on the actual the top of it. Also, if you break this, the whole thing will break. Even if you break the center, it won't drop any of the vines. It'll just drop the leaf itself. Also, the big Dripleaf plant is waterloggable too. So yeah, both of them are. Also, you can not stand on the small Dripleaf plant. So if we were to go and try to jump on here, it'd be impossible. Also, Wandering Traders have the... Okay, he's running away from me. Wandering Traders have the chance to give you the small Dripleaf plant for 1 emerald. They get to... Okay, well, you saw that. You saw that they have a chance of offering small Dripleaf plants, which, since all this stuff isn't obtainable in survival right now, the only thing is obtainable is the Dripleaf plant, because the Wandering Traders, they can give it to you. So yeah, Wandering Traders have a little bit more they got a little bit more useful, but that's what I meant to say, but not a whole lot useful. Alright, let's move on to the moss block. The moss block is going to be mostly like the block that you'll see mostly in the new Lush Caves biome, which we haven't seen it generate yet, because cave generation will probably come later on. Also the preset biome, like the dripstone caves, we haven't got that yet. So yeah, this is just the main block of the biome. Nothing more than decoration. Also a carpet variant too. These will also spawn the Lush Caves. If we were the bone meal on top of the moss block, we get this Azalea, which we'll talk about more in a minute. Grass, the carpet, do it again. We got the other Azalea plant, which in my opinion kind of looks like a mini tree. Bush, it is a bush and a mini tree, but it also looks like a table. So if we were to keep bone meal this, you just get the grass, carpet, and both types of azalea. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, if you get dirt, put it around the moss, bone meal, it turned the dirt into the moss block. And also have to change the carpet too. In order to craft the carpet, you can't craft the moss block itself. But if you were to grab 2 moss blocks, which the efficient way to break it is your hand, as of right now. So if we get a crafting table right here, I know this is taking a long time, do it like this, same as wool, you get 3 moss carpet from 2 blocks. So yeah, doesn't really have much of a use, more of growing things and decoration purposes. Now let's move on to the root blocks. We actually got 2. We got the hanging roots and the rooted dirt. It's in the 3rd variant of dirt. So yeah, it looks like roots and the hanging roots. As you can see, I can't place it. I don't know if you can hear my mouse clicking, but I'm trying to place it up. But if we were to place it below a block, that would work. Makes sense in my opinion. Oh, you also can't place on the side, so just the bottom. This stuff will probably be did not mean to do that. This stuff will probably be under the new Azalea Tree, which actually does not generate yet. And hopefully, it'll have a new type of wood. And if you don't know, the Azalea Tree, if you dig below it, you'll find the Lush Cave. But as I just said, that doesn't spawn yet. Which brings me to the next thing, the Azalea Tree things, which we just saw grow. These things are like huge saplings of the new tree that I just mentioned. We got the flowering one and just the azalea. If you try to bone meal this stuff, it wouldn't do anything. It would probably grow into the azalea tree, and even if you bone meal this one, it doesn't work. So yeah, it's just more for decoration purposes. You can use it as a table, as I said. And yeah, really nothing to it. But with the azalea tree, what will be made of are these leaves. They got the flowering azalea leaves and just the azalea leaves. So there's going to be more of this type of leaf on the azalea tree than this one. So keep that in mind. Also, if we were to go into the swamp right over there, or the birch forest, I don't think these leaves change color like regular oak or other types of leaves. So here we are in the swamp biome. Yeah, this stuff stays the same. Wait, I think so. That's like light green. Oh wait, should test it. This other one. Alright, light green. So I don't think they change color depending on the biome. They just stay the same color. So yeah, these are going to be the leaves of the azalea tree. This will probably be the sapling for it. So yeah, that's the azalea stuff. But we have one more azalea thing to go over today, and that is the Spore Blossom. Well, it's not really called the Azalea Blossom. It's just called that. People call it that, alright? So like the roots, you have to place this underneath the block. You can't place it on the top. You can't place it on the side. Also, it drips green particles. So if you want like a custom particles, like maybe like a gooey rain, this stuff would be great. Also, at Minecraft Live 2020, this stuff was supposed to close. I don't know if they scrapped that or it just didn't make it yet. So yeah, we only have the open one as of right now. Place it down, and yeah, more for decoration. It's going to be on the top of the Lush Caves. So yeah, another decoration block. Most of these blocks are just for decoration. Some of them, like the moss and the Dripleaf, have an actual use other than decoration. Alright, moving on to the final new feature for today is the Glowberries. If we were to get a fox, let's say, we'll spawn them in a little later, but let's build up a little more. Place the Glowberry. You can see it looks like an overworld version of the Wheat Vine, which that's kind of what it is, but it is not climbable. That's kind of unfortunate. That might change. They also, when you place these down, they have the chance of growing the actual glowberries on it, but if you want the glowberries like right this second, no worries. Use a bone meal on one of these, and there you go, glowberries on it. Like the original sweet berry bush, just right click, it'll pop right off. And these things, as it's in the name, they actually give off light. Okay, bone meal. They give off a light level of 14. Okay, I might have to go to like a cave to show you this. Let's go in a like a deeper, like over here. Alright, so place down, no light, bone meal, there you go, light. So yeah, okay, these things give off a light level 14, but saying 10 for some reason. But yeah, they give off a light level 14, trust me. So also you can bone like the whole thing, bone meal the whole thing. They all have berries. Also foxes have the chance of eating these. I mean, well, they do eat the berries, but they have a chance of just picking it off. But if you were to, oh, they just did it right there. I don't know if you saw that. If you were to drop one, they should grab it too. So this fox doesn't have anything in its mouth. Also, they eat it. They don't just hold it in their mouths. They actually eat the berry. And yeah, they're not eating it right now. What if we give this guy the berry? Alright, take the berry. Oh, he actually took it when he's sleeping. Alright. No, I think they're nocturnal, right? So if we turn to night, they should wake up. And we can see like the eating particles, if they do eat. Yeah, they're probably not hungry right now, but oh, these two ate because they no longer have it in their mouth. I did not hear them eat, and they just took one off, so yeah. If you did hear it, well, you just saw they ate, but I didn't, so yeah, they eat glowberries, and also foxes do something else in the snapshot, which I'll get to in just a little bit. Alright, that's all the features in this snapshot. Now let's move on to the changes. Okay, first up, drown no longer drop gold ingots. Well, now they drop the copper ingots, but it's not 100%. So I have a looting 3 sword. Okay, I'm in the swimming animation. Alright, let's kill him. It's looting 3. Yeah, they're as rare as the gold used to be, but just the gold that they drop is replaced with the copper ingot. So yeah, it's still kind of rare even with looting 3. Okay, babies don't really drop anything, I don't believe. Yeah, they're not dropping it right now, but trust me when I say it, they drop copper ingots now instead of gold. But don't worry, you can still get gold from mobs like zombified piglins and zombies. But drown, they just drop the copper ingot. Bedrock had that feature first, but now Java has it, which means copper is now farmable. I guess you would want to farm it for like a huge mansion or something, because other than that, copper doesn't have a use. And there you go, there's the copper ingot that he dropped. Alright, next change. This has to do with powdered snow and skeletons. So let's dig out a hole. Place the powdered snow. Oh, not there. Place a skeleton here. The skeleton won't actually freeze. He'll just convert into a stray. Takes a little while, but he will. So I'm just gonna stay here till he does. Oh, there you go. He's a stray. Also makes a unique sound as well. And unfortunately, frozen mobs like the stray, polar bear, and snow golem still take freeze damage. Hopefully that changes See? Freeze damage. Doesn't make sense, I know. That better change. I'm really furious with that one. Powdered snow also can be pushed by pistons now, and the sticky pistons can obviously pull it back. So yeah, that's all. You can just push the stuff now. And you also can push skulk sensors. You still can't. But you can push lightning rods. I know this is random, but look, it's not even connected and still being pulled back. Minecraft is weird. Also, one more thing about powdered snow is that if you shoot a flame arrow in it, it'll extinguish and the arrow will cool off, which makes perfect sense. And this stuff can still be placed in the nether, which I think should change. Alright, next change has to do with copper. Two changes with copper, actually. Now, it can actually be put in the stone cutter to make the other variants of copper, which I love. It's like something I wanted. This is another feature Bedrock actually had first, but that's not the only change with copper, so we'll place this down. Let's get one of the cut coppers too. Gotta make sure it's not waxed. And what I'm trying to do here is that the copper blocks can now be affected by the random tick speed game rule. See if we're to do game rule, random tick speed, 6,000. You can see this copper oxidizes way faster than 50 to 82 days. On default, it's on 3, so this is just a cheaty way to get your favorite oxidized block. And hey, it looks like cut copper is the winner. And just like that, it's all oxidized, so yeah. These are the only two changes with copper. Wait, actually, there's another. So if we're the copper, you can see that, no, not wax. Cut copper, exposed cut copper, weathered cut copper, and oxidized cut copper. Same with the regular copper blocks and the other copper variants. It used to be copper block, lightly weathered, semi-weathered, and weathered. So it's changed its name to match Bedrock. Also, I don't know if you know this, but the oxidized copper block had a capital K at the end. That's also been fixed. So yeah, 3 changes, not 2. Alright, let's move on to the final change in this snapshot, is that skulk sensors can detect even more vibrations. I wanted the skulk sensor to detect bells so bad, and it was just a bug. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, it's gonna get laggy with the random tick speed, so let's turn that back to 3. So if we were to ring the bell, it would detect that vibration, which is great. Also, when you spawn a mob in, it would detect that vibration too. And a Ravager, not obviously, but yeah, a Ravager's roar can detect, set off the skulk sensor, but not its actual noise like it's doing right now. Like if you use a shield on it and it does like that blast attack, that kind. Right now it's just walking, so it's setting off a vibration. They still detect vibrations from only 8 blocks away. So yeah, many changes to the skulk sensor. I don't know if I was very clear on them, but yeah. My favorite change was the bell. I even noticed the other ones. And I imagine the Warden is going to be the same way, except just a greater range. Other than more bug fixes, that's going to do it for today's snapshot. If you like my 1.7 content, these videos, survival let's plays, and snapshot reviews, don't forget to leave a like, and most importantly, subscribe. If you can do that stuff, I'll be forever thankful for you. So yeah, that's everything. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.